The new developments in that workplace massacre. Virginia Beach police identifying the 12 victims as we learn how police took out the shooter. The gunman, a longtime employee, ambushing co-workers at a government office complex. Police saying he used a silencer. Plus, what another employee saw the gunman do moments before the rampage, and the shock that a man so many knew well, a former National Guardsman, could kill his co-workers. Historic flood emergency, rivers cresting to the highest levels in decades. Several states facing catastrophic conditions. Plus, the severe weather threat, 43 million Americans in the path. New search warrants, that missing mother of 5 vanishing more than a week ago. Now, police reportedly questioning her estranged husband, searching his home. What we're just learning tonight. The wild moment caught on camera, the trooper refusing to let go, dragged at full speed, the crash and getaway, how he's doing tonight. And one nasty debate, the president versus Meghan Markle. What President Trump said when he learned the Duchess of Sussex criticized him during the campaign. The president's team saying it's being taken out of context. Tonight, you'll hear the tape.
From ABC News, this is ABC World News Tonight.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday. I'm Tom Llamas. And we begin tonight with the new details just coming in about that horrific workplace massacre in Virginia Beach. Officials now identifying the suspect in the mass shooting at a municipal building complex, a 40-year-old engineer who worked there for 15 years. That community in deep mourning tonight. Officials calling the attack both senseless and incomprehensible. All but one of those 12 victims were city employees, some for decades. At least 2 others in intensive care tonight in area hospitals. That attack now ranking as one of the deadliest workplace shootings in recent years. ABC's Whit Johnson starts us off tonight.
Tonight, another American community grappling with the unimaginable.
21 gunshot wound, 2405 Courthouse Drive for Building 2.
Deadly chaos erupting through the halls of the Virginia Beach Municipal Complex. Emergency calls pouring in around 4 p.m. Friday.
Still actively hearing gunshots.
A barrage of bullets shattering the end of an otherwise typical work week.
We were all just terrified. We almost kind of felt like it wasn't real.
The murder spree beginning in the parking lot, the shooter killing one victim in their car before entering building number 2. The suspect firing on co-workers indiscriminately. Police say prowling floor to floor, armed with 2 .45 caliber pistols.
Describe what it was like when you were on lockdown and you were hearing those popping sounds.
It was like, what's going on? What's happening? So much is happening. So many police are going by, so many ambulances.
Employees frantic, barricading themselves wherever they could. Others rushing for the doors in fear.
Did you run? Did you hide?
This lady was shot in the stairwell, so we had to figure he was probably close by. Just went out the door of the building.
The building, part of a sprawling complex of city offices and agencies. The police department right across the street.
Within minutes, they were in that building.
Officers running towards the gunfire.
I got a nail down on the 3rd floor with a gunshot wound to his arm. Still looking for the gunman. And we have any idea what the shooter's at. One of them, shot fired, 2nd floor. Going up the steps.
The man they're chasing, police identify as longtime city employee, 40-year-old Dwayne Craddock. He had a badge and access to get in. The officers themselves now the targets.
Officer hit.
One officer shot and injured, saved by his bulletproof vest.
This was a long-term gun battle for police officers.
Police eventually shooting Craddock, who later died from his wounds. Police finding innocent victims on every floor besides the basement. 12 in all, 5 women, 7 men, all but one were city employees.
This is the most devastating day in the history of Virginia Beach.
4 people injured and taken to local hospitals, 3 still in critical condition, as a community devastated by tragedy remains determined to show its strength.
This day will not define Virginia Beach. We will come together.
And Whit Johnson joins us now live. Investigators still working to find a motive here, Whit. As police describe the methodical way he went through that building just behind you, even using a silencer.
Tom, that's right. Police say the shooter showed up here heavily armed, ready for a long battle, and said nothing to responding officers as they exchanged gunfire. Tonight, investigators are still trying to find out why he carried out this massacre. Tom?
Whit Johnson leading us off tonight. Whit, thank you. And the prime suspect in that deadly shooting described as a, quote, nice guy by a co-worker and showing no signs of the violence to come. Officials searching the 40-year-old suspect's home after that rampage. Friends, neighbors, and co-workers wondering how someone they thought they knew could just snap. Here's ABC's Stephanie Ramos.
Tonight, investigators are still trying to figure out what motivated 40-year-old Dwayne Craddock to bust into the government office building where he'd worked as an engineer for the Public Utilities Company for the last 15 years and open fire. Police going to his home today that appeared to be equipped with cameras in the windows. Investigators say they recovered 2 legally purchased .45 caliber handguns, high-capacity magazines, a silencer at the scene, and more weapons in his home, all purchased by the former Virginia National Guardsman. Tonight, neighbors telling us he kept to himself.
Whenever we had a conversation, it was quick, short, and to the point, and he always went right inside. Holidays never saw him. His mom never saw anything. No visitors.
One of his co-workers stunned.
I had talked to Dwayne just before I left. As far as I know, I was probably one of the last people to talk to him. It was just a normal, hi, how you doing, have a good weekend thing, and I left. There was absolutely no sign of anything different about him.
Authorities still questioning whether he was targeting anyone or just lashing out.
I don't want to speculate on the shooter's motives. Obviously, there was some background there that precipitated his actions.
God, I pray right now for just comfort and peace.
Tonight, the grief taking a toll on the community.
None of them deserved any of this. I'm so sorry for the families.
Stephanie Ramos joins us now live from the police department, which is near the scene of that massacre. Police plan to question those close to the shooter now?
That's exactly right, Tom. Police say they plan on questioning the shooter's parents. Here at the police department, you can see a makeshift memorial is growing right outside, just about 200 yards from where that shooting took place. Tom.
Stephanie Ramos trying to get a sense tonight of what set that man off. All right, Stephanie, thank you. And coming up later in the broadcast, a deeper look at the men and women who lost their lives in the violence at Virginia Beach. Now, that shooting also bringing gun control full focus in the race for 2020. President Trump tweeting condolences, but not mentioning gun control. But that subject high on the list of issues his rivals are taking up this weekend in California. ABC's Lindsay Davis is in San Francisco.
This weekend, 14 of the 23 presidential candidates have descended on California, but many have Virginia on their mind, reacting to the latest mass shooting.
Frankly, the American public is sick of hearing elected leaders only expressing thoughts and prayers. What we need is action.
This is the largest gathering of presidential contenders so far here in San Francisco for the California Democratic Party's annual convention, aiming to highlight their different campaign positions. But at least one striking similarity of those vying for the nation's highest office, beyond condolences, many of them say it's time to act on gun control.
It speaks to the need for this country finally to do what the American people want, and that is common sense gun safety legislation.
We cannot tolerate being the only developed nation where this is routine. We know it's not the last time this is going to happen, and Washington's failure to act is costing lives.
California may be more important than ever before in helping to determine the next presidential nominee after moving its primary up from June to March.
Gracias a ustedes.
In addition to trying to lure the Latino vote, the candidates tackling another big issue here, immigration.
And we will end the chaos that Donald Trump has created at the U.S.-Mexico border. Never again will we put another child in another cage, nor will we deport another mother back to the very country from which she fled in the first place.
And Lindsay Davis joins us now live. Lindsay, we understand there was a security scare just now at the convention in California involving Senator Kamala Harris, and we've just gotten that video in-house.
Yeah, certainly some tense moments there, Tom. While the senator was on the stage speaking, a man got on stage, grabbed the microphone from her. Now, he was quickly escorted off the stage. She then returned to speak to chants of her name. Tom.
Lindsay Davis with that breaking news and some brave moments there from the moderator as well. All right, Lindsay, thank you. We do turn now from those candidates in California sounding off as the debate over immigration and the southern border intensifies. President Trump saying he'll initiate 5% tariffs on Mexican goods in coming days that will likely hurt American consumers. But will it force Mexico to do more when it comes to illegal immigration and drug trafficking, as the president is calling for? ABC White House correspondent Tara Palmieri takes a look.
The new images from the border, a record number of arrests in El Paso, Texas on Wednesday. More than 1,000 people crossing into the United States through this break in the border fence. This detention facility at capacity. These photos showing dangerous overcrowding, a space designed for 125 people, now crammed with over 900. And now President Trump vowing to impose tariffs on Mexican goods if Mexico doesn't do its part to stop the surge.
We have been talking to Mexico for months, asking them to step up and do more.
The White House says they'll start June 10th a tax of 5% on all goods that cross the border, and then adding another 5% every month until October, when the tariffs will peak at 25%. The tariffs increasing the cost of consumer goods ranging from washing machines to avocados. And because so many car parts come from Mexico, the cost of vehicles rising by an estimated $1,300 per car. Economists say U.S. consumers will bear the brunt.
We cannot begin to grow cherry tomatoes in Iowa in the wintertime. We cannot create tequila and beer just with the flip of a switch.
The move comes as the president is trying to pass a new trade agreement with Mexico and Canada. Republicans warning that the tariffs could hurt the deal. Senate Finance Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley saying, quote, trade policy and border security are separate issues. This is a misuse of presidential tariff authority and counter to congressional intent. ABC News has learned that the president overruled his top advisor's objections to using tariffs. And while he'll be in the UK this week, Mexico is sending a top-level delegation to Washington for some 11th-hour diplomacy, Tom.
Tara Palmieri with the decision-making inside of the White House. Tara, thank you. Now to the severe weather threat slamming Texas through the Great Lakes. 43 million in the storm zone, adding to widespread record flooding along the Arkansas River. Police patrolling floodwaters there in Fort Smith. Plus, take a look at this rescue in Rapid City, South Dakota. Dangerous high water from a different system there. Historic floods all across Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri. And now the new round of storms drenching already soaked ground. ABC's Zachary Quiche is in the flood zone.
Tonight, the historic flooding is growing more dire. A flood barrier giving way in Iowa, inundating downtown Burlington. In Arkansas, they have a 200-foot hole in a levee. Residents are being told to evacuate. Waters near Little Rock are rising fast and are expected to go up another foot. Richard Folks just renovated his dream home, and now he's dreading the worst.
The river has just been devastating. None of us ever dreamed this would happen.
This street now a river as emergency officials navigate by boat. Volunteers were seen filling up thousands of sandbags, a race against time and an all-out effort to hold the relentless waters back. The Arkansas River is at its highest level in 74 years.
Probably where I'm standing right now will be underwater on Tuesday.
Parts of the Mississippi are nearing all-time record highs. In Missouri, Al Boatman is fighting a losing battle to keep the water out with pumps and a barrier, forcing him to live on the second floor.
It's traumatic, I know, but we'll get through it.
The water here in North Little Rock has been absolutely relentless. You see what it's done to this deck here, and then just behind me, there's a 7-foot wall that's completely underwater. Evacuations in this neighborhood started yesterday. Tom?
Can't imagine there was a house somewhere out there. Zachary Quiche with the dire situation there. ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano joins us now. And Rob, there's more rain on the way?
Yeah, they've had a couple of dry days, but it looks like this week more rain on the way. In some areas upstream from Little Rock, I've already seen 2 feet of rainfall since May, and you see the rivers, they're swollen. All right, let's talk about the severe weather tonight. We do have a threat for it after we get 4 inches potentially from Wichita to Tulsa through Wednesday. Severe thunderstorm watches New Mexico in through Kansas, Missouri, Chicago, Cleveland. Strong winds, large hail with these, and then that pulse of energy across the Great Lakes does dive down into the northeast. By this time tomorrow night, the big cities here could see some damaging winds, Tom.
Okay, Rob, thank you. Next to the new developments in the case of a mother of 5 missing for more than a week now. Tonight, the new search warrants issued. ABC's Diane Macedo with the latest in that investigation.
Tonight, police have reportedly obtained DNA samples from the estranged husband of missing Connecticut mom Jennifer Dulos. That's according to the Hartford Courant, which reports police have also started searching the Farmington, Connecticut home of Fotis Dulos after finding traces of blood at Jennifer's rental home. It's been over a week since the mother of 5 was last seen dropping her kids off at school. Friday, police divers searched a storm drain in Hartford, Connecticut, but found nothing. The investigation also crossed state lines into Pound Ridge, New York, where